Hey everyone! So I was asked earlier today how to keep old energies out of your field. So this was from a previous MMM student, and this is really important, especially when going through a course or a program, how you can continue to stay in the new energies. But also just for anyone who is on your path of manifestation, so that you can continue rising in new energies, and you can continue moving forward in new energies within your experience, and to not constantly get brought back down by old energies. So it takes a lot of conscious effort to do this, especially as you are moving out of old patterns. If you are moving out of old patterns that you are used to navigating on. So because everyone is used to certain patterns, everyone is used to navigating a certain way. And so yes, it can become really difficult in the beginning, but what begins to happen is you start practicing yourself to open. That's the first thing you need to do. You need to practice opening to the new frequencies that are always here and always available. So that's your first step, is to open. Soften your heart space. Okay? Allow yourself to drop into your being. Because everything that is here in this space contains all of the energies. So you always have access to your entire past. You can bring your entire past into the present if you wanted to. Or you have infinite supply of new frequencies, new energies, new opportunities, new ideas, new inspiration. So it's just a matter about tuning in. But you have to be vigilant within that space as well. So you have to be on yourself, right? You have to be on it. Because if you leave a space to go back into the old energies, it's easy for the consciousness to travel on a road that it's already been before, right? That's why some people for years and years, they're always in the same patterns. They never move. They never change. Why is that? Because it's easy for them to stay in the same patterns, because the consciousness is easy for it to travel on those patterns, because it's traveled down that road a million times already. So when you're opening to something new, your consciousness hasn't yet traveled upon that path. So that means what? You're evolving into a new being in that space. You're evolving into a new being. So this is why it can be more challenging in the beginning. But what starts to happen is you start choosing where you want to place your attention. Okay? So you say, I choose to open myself to the new frequencies. And you begin tuning yourself to opening to the new frequencies, and you move your attention away from the old patterns. So if you find yourself getting consumed in the old patterns, so that's only because you're allowing it that space, right? So in that moment, if you find yourself going on the old patterns, in that moment, you bring your attention back to your presence. And again, you say, I open myself to the new frequencies. I open myself to the new energies. And in that moment, you're retraining yourself. You're retraining your consciousness and where you're placing your attention. So it's this simplicity in this way. This simplicity is what's opening up for you these different opportunities, these different ideas to come into your field, these inspirations to open up for you. But you have to be open and also willing to be in some new uncharted territory as well, because that's what this will do. It'll open new territory. It'll tell you to do something new today. It'll tell you to take a different path today. So in order for you to continue rising in this newness of your evolution and to continue rising in your being and moving out of the old patterns, you have to take the chances of taking new steps, opening up new doors, trying new things, talking to new people, going outside of your sort of network and web of what you're used to navigating on. So that's incredibly important. You take flight in a new way. You open yourself to new potentials of being, because the old patterns have already been played out a million times by you, right? If there's the negative thought pattern, you've already thought that pattern a million times before. But what's a new thought that you can have? What is a new thought? Where's a new place you can go? You can ask yourself that. What is a new place that I can go to right now? What is a new place I can go to? Or I open myself to a new idea to come in. I give myself space for a new idea to come in. Just by taking your consciousness and pushing yourself to the edge of your own possibilities is going to open something there for you, because you haven't been there before yet. So just opening up that space, opening up the space. I open myself to the light. I open myself for this new idea to come through. Stay open. Stay relaxed. Don't put pressure on it. Just allow it to come to you. And then in that moment, the idea comes. The new energies come. They always do. They always do. But now you are moving away from the old. So expect from your own self the need to have to take new actions, or else you will not be able to anchor into the new. If you want the new, or you say you want the new, but you're not willing to take the new actions, it's going to be very hard for you. You have to want to take the new actions. So, say I open myself to the new, and I'm willing to do what I have not done before. I'm willing to do what I haven't done before, to receive something brand new. Because for you to receive something brand new and to anchor in new light, you have to take brand new actions to anchor and evolve in an upward spiral. That's how you leave the old energies behind. That's how you don't let them into the space that you're in now. Is that you open yourself, you soften within your heart space, you receive the inspiration, and then you anchor in the new energies by taking the new actions. So the more you are customizing yourself to moving in that way and taking the new actions from the new inspiration you're receiving, the more you're going to find yourself moving and flowing in higher and higher spaces, the more you are going to find yourself manifesting what you desire and dropping away the old energies, dropping away the old energies that don't belong in your field anymore. They don't belong in your field of resonance, and so you're leaving them behind. So the old can only follow you and carry you and continue repeating itself when you are giving it space to continue forward. So if you find that something keeps perpetuating itself, the same pattern, find out and stay with yourself, be with it. How can I revolutionize this space? Sit and be with it and see what inspiration comes through for you to leave that energy behind once and for all. Okay, because that has just been a pattern of repetition. So you say, how can I leave this behind? I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for something brand new. And then you open yourself to that inspiration. And then you allow yourself to act on it. Allow yourself to act on it. Get excited about whatever that is. You're moving in a new direction. You're not going to be repeating the same old cycles. If you're taking new actions, if you're going on new patterns, if you're doing the same patterns every day, day in and day out, you have to shake it up. You have to do something different. You have to do something new. Okay, because those patterns exist. Because, right, if you wake up from morning to night and are doing the same thing each day, you're going to get stuck in these sorts of patterns. You have to break those patterns up so that you can be free, so that you can move, so that you can have a vision as well. Take a different path. If you're going on a morning walk, take a different path. Take a different road. Show yourself a new way. Change your perspective. So when you're doing things like this and constantly doing things that's breaking the old patterns, you're consciously breaking the old patterns, then you open yourself, you open up your field of perspective, and you're allowing the light in. You're allowing the light in. You're giving yourself breath and space to be and to actually receive the new energies which are always here. So in any given moment, the energies are here. The new energies are here. Brand new frequencies are always here. So to not allow the old in is about tuning into the new. You have to train yourself. You know, if you're still thinking about one person from 20 years ago that did this to you, right? That's an old pattern. That person doesn't even really exist in your world besides in your head. Okay? So, you open. I open myself to the light. I open myself to the sun. I open myself to infinite potential that is here. I open myself to receive new energies and new ideas and new patterns and new ways. So the more you're tuning into that, you're tuning into a very high frequencies that's allowing you to open the doors. And then you follow those new inspirations, and soon you're going to see you're leaving that old life behind. The old life's doesn't even exist for you. You're going to be going too fast. Your momentum's going to be too high. Those energies won't be there to bog you down. So it's all about your perspective. It's all about what you're tuning into. That's why your moment-to-moment awareness and where you place it is your real gold. It's your real golden ticket. Your presence is always your golden ticket, because it's your presence and how you're tuning your presence that's going to dictate your life for you. Because at any given moment, you can choose to be in an old pattern. Anyone can do that. If I want to in this moment, I could choose to be in an old pattern or in a new pattern, right? It's a choice. It comes down to awareness, and it comes down to a choice. So the more you accustom yourself to this, the more you see everything opening for you. The more you see everything awakening for you, the more you get the good ideas. So try this for yourself and see how this goes. See how this goes. See what good ideas come from this today. Open yourself to this today. See what comes of it. So I just offered a scholarship for MMM earlier this week, and I wanted to extend it here on YouTube. I wasn't planning on it until right before I made the video. Then I said, you know what, I think I'm going to share that on YouTube as well. I'm doing a scholarship for Tier 1 MMM, and this scholarship is for people who can't afford the full cost of a Tier 1, which is $5,000. So this scholarship is a $1,500 scholarship. I'm giving it to a few people, a handful, 5 total. I'm going over applications right now. And if you want to apply, if you have been wanting to join MMM, you can apply by sharing with me. You can send to my email, which I will link in the description below, why you should be the recipient of this scholarship. I haven't done the scholarships in this way before, so I'm really excited to do this. And you can send me an email. I'll place a link below to my email, and you can share with me why you feel you should be the recipient to receive MMM at this price, and how you feel that it would benefit you and change your life. So yeah, you can enter if that feels in resonance for you. So I look forward to hearing from those of you that decide to go for this. There will be five people who will receive Tier 1 at this price point. And I send you my love, and I send you my well wishes. And I hope this video is really helpful for you today, so that you can release the old and move into the new, full on, move into the new. Open yourself to the new energies.